Good day, everybody. How you doing? This is Lewie coming at you. There's a few things I want to discuss with you today, and I'm going to start. I'm going to try and get through it quickly so that my video doesn't run too long. But there's a lot of information that I'm going to try and give out. The first bit of information I want to give out is Kim Jong-un passed away over the weekend. At least that's the reports I learned, and they're projecting that his sister is going to take over in North Korea. Now, I have so many questions about this. Is she a little easier to get along with than Kim Jong-un was? Is she going to follow the path that Kim Jong-un was trying to follow? It's hard to say. I don't know much about her. I do know that she was hailed by the international community for trying to help bring North and South Korea back together again, as far as diplomatically. The next thing I want to discuss is Joe Biden is under investigation for an accusation of sexual assault that happened back in 1993. Now, the problem with this is basically the investigation's a formality. Nothing's going to come of it, no matter what they find out, if they find out anything. Simply because the statute of limitations ran out. It's being conducted by the Washington, D.C. Police Department. I don't know where they're at in their investigation. I don't know what the findings are going to be. I just know that he's under investigation for it. Tara Reade claimed that she filed the report, even though it happened 20, 30 years ago, which to me, unfortunately, it makes me wonder about her credibility, because it's been so long from the time that it happened to filing of the report. So I have to question the credibility, simply because I question that when there's so many years between the incident and the accusation. I did that with Brett Kavanaugh. I did that with everybody that's had to deal with that. And to be fair, I got to question it with Joe Biden as well. However, let them do the investigation, see where it goes. In my opinion, Tara Reade should have filed sexual assault charges against him when it happened or shortly thereafter. However, I've never been in that position, so I don't know. I don't know how I would respond. The third thing I want to discuss is the head medical doctor in New York State sent an order down to all first responders and EMTs to not resuscitate a cardiac patient with no pulse. Do not attempt to resuscitate a cardiac patient with no pulse. Now, this information came to me from my aunt, and I checked it out, and it was listed as a New York Post exclusive. Okay, and I found it on New York Post's webpage. And I read the article, and it said that 3 or 4 people out of 100 who have a cardiac arrest with no pulse survive. That's a 3 to 4%. The thing is, those 3 or 4 people that survive might very well be the key to finding a better success rate. I know that when I had been diagnosed with a heart murmur back when I was in elementary school, somewhere between 4th and 6th grade, I'm not sure just how old I was, I had quite an imagination, and I come up with 3 ways to fix my heart murmur. Later in life, I found out 2 of them were actually in use and have been since, I don't know when, 50s, 60s, 70s, someplace in there. The third one I found out would have destroyed the heart muscle in the area where the repair was made. But the point is, individuals who deal with cardiac, whether it be the patient or the doctors or nurses, every time one happens, they look for ways to improve the odds for the patient. Even the patient look for ways to improve their odds of survival. Sometimes the patient will actually come up with a procedure, if he's knowledgeable in the medical field, he'll come up with a procedure that would work better. And that's why, like for example, CPR has changed so much over the years. When I first learned CPR, it was 5 chest compressions for every in a breath. The last time I went through CPR training here just a couple months ago, it's 30 chest compressions and a breath. At one point during my training, it was chest compressions only. You see, it's constantly changing. It's because every time they deal with a cardiac situation, they learn more and they find ways to make the odds better for the patient. And with that being said, before I was even able to read the article, the order that came down had been rescinded. The original policy was, if you come up on a cardiac patient with no pulse, you did 20 minutes of aggressive life-saving techniques. Okay, that included chest compressions, electrocution essentially is what it is, shots, all kinds of different things. They did everything they could think of to revive the heart and the person with the heart attack. Then it came down not to do it, and all your first responders and EMTs just like, whoa, we can't follow this order. Their oath didn't allow it. Their sense of responsibility didn't allow it. So basically they sent a lot of complaints up to the medical doctor, the head man, and the head man rescinded the order and stated that according to New York State policy, the order has to be rescinded because it doesn't follow New York State policies. Now my question is why did he, if it is a medical doctor, he should know what the policies are. He should know what the oaths are. He should know that you can't be doing that kind of thing. So why would he even think about doing something like that, let alone actually send the order down? So that really bothers me. That just goes to show you that we got a Cuomo crony that really needs to be ousted out of Albany. The last thing I want to cover is my next video. I want my next video to be something positive. There are a lot of companies and organizations, businesses, and individuals who are doing things above and beyond to help first responders, people in need, and I mean just whoever. They're trying to help them get through this COVID virus. For example, the Mike Liddell, the MyPillow guy, he took 75% of his manufacturing capability and turned it into making face masks. Tide is doing something. I'm not sure just what they're doing, but they're doing something. McDonald's is giving out free meals to first responders. Excuse me. There's another one I heard about. But the whole point is there's different organizations, different companies that are doing special things to try and get people through the COVID virus. And I think they all deserve an applause. I think they all deserve recognition. So what I want is, after you view this video, share it. But I also want you to leave something in the comments section on Facebook, where you find this, where any company that you know is doing something. Tell me who the company is and what they're doing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to write all this down. And in my next video, I'm going to praise those companies, sing their accolades, however you want to put it. I'm going to put it out there as to, this is what this company's doing, this is what that company is doing. Because quite frankly, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, these companies that are doing things to help us all get through this COVID virus deserve the business when all these sanctions, or however you want to look at them, are lifted. For example, McDonald's, they're giving out free meals, so maybe we ought to just give them a little more business. Like Tide, they're doing something. Again, I don't know what they're doing, so if somebody knows, fill me in and I'll make sure it gets on there. So maybe we can start buying more Tide instead of maybe, others. There's an insurance company that's giving out a discount. I don't remember which one, but they're doing a discount. They're also delaying collecting payments for insurance, but yet carrying the insurance, you know, um, things like that. Those are the companies that showing that they care, and they deserve to be recognized not only in public but with business. So if you could just leave a comment with the name of the company and what they're doing, I will make sure that everybody that puts a comment in there, every comment will be mentioned. I will bust my butt to make sure. So have a good day, and please follow through on that for me so that I can do what is right. Have a good day.